It's day 138 of the self-quarantine today here in Los Angeles. Regarding the coronavirus here in Los Angeles, the number of cases and deaths continue to rise. The number of cases so far in Los Angeles has gone up to over 183,000 Angelenos that have been tested positive for COVID-19 so far. And the number of deaths since the beginning of the pandemic has gone up to 4,500 fatalities. A lot of the medical experts and scientists have said before that the reason why we're seeing all these high numbers are for a combination of things. Number one, that the economy opened way too soon than it should. A Memorial Day weekend where we started opening things more. The George Floyd protests, they were not doing a lot of social distancing. 4th of July, again, not listening to social distancing guidelines, not wearing masks, going into parties, just not thinking that the coronavirus was such a big deal. And now we're paying the price with the accumulation of things that people are not complying by COVID-19 guidelines. And if there's not a quick response by lawmakers very soon, we might be looking at a very critical situation. And we might be looking at something like along the line of what was happening in New York during the early days of the pandemic, where the hospitals just were overwhelmed, and some of the states around the United States were actually sending help in New York to help them out, including here in California. We sent doctors there to help stabilize as much as they could. Now looking at a bigger area, not just Los Angeles, now looking at the United States. The United States continues to be the country that has the most cases and the most deaths than anywhere else in the world because of COVID-19. The number of cases so far has gone up to over 4 million Americans that have been tested positive for COVID-19 so far. And unfortunately today, the United States has reached a grim milestone on the deaths. It has reached over 150,000 Americans who have died because of COVID-19, and the numbers are still increasing. It just leaves you in awe about how bad the situation is in not just in Los Angeles, but also as the United States as a whole, that no lawmakers, no president, no congressman, none of the federal government, local government, state government, they have any control of the coronavirus. They're not listening to the health experts. They're not listening to the medical scientists. They're not listening to science. And a lot of people think that wearing a mask is infringing their basic American rights. But at the end of the day, wearing a mask, the fact is, scientifically saves lives, at least 99% of the time. Nothing political about that. It's just facts. But it also just shows that the United States just has a poor record so far of how it's handling the situation compared to other nations around the world where they have it somewhere under control, and it's looking more and more like normal life. It's coming back. For example, like you're seeing in Europe, in South Korea, in Japan, and in some cases where it was very bad in those areas, but now we're looking at a very normal, sort of normal kind of life. That's what's going on, but they're still practicing COVID-19 guidelines. And now looking around the world, unfortunately, it's also reached another grim milestone. The number of deaths because of COVID-19 worldwide has increased to over 600,000 people around the world so far because of COVID-19. So that just shows you that COVID-19 isn't going anywhere. It's going to stay here for a while, and a lot of people need to be educated. They need to listen to what the health departments are saying in their respective countries or areas. Listen to the World Health Organization. They have always new incoming information because all of the medical scientists are working so hard in studying the virus as much as possible. But so far, that's what the situation is here in Los Angeles and also all around the world. So that is it for today's video. Again, for those that have been watching this series so far, thank you so much. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback so far. I will continue to do my best to continue the series, the LA Corona Diaries. So everyone, stay strong, stay safe.